Course this week in partnership with First, North America's leading brand for thoroughbred horse racing, entertainment, and wagering. The Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour hosts this week the second week of world-class equestrian competition, the Los Angeles National last week, and this week the Santa Anita CSI 5-Star W. Featuring the $400,000 Longines FEI Jumping World Cup Los Angeles 5-Star qualifying event presented by Lugano Diamonds. Yeah, we're going to start off with our lead rider here, the first of about 40 to show. This is 418, the number assigned to the horse Leicester. Nicole Walker, the owner and the rider, joining us here with the 8-year-old Dutch Warm Blood. Fence numbered 1 through 11 with the combinations at 5AB and 8AB. Best of luck to all our riders in the national competition here. Our ESI footing, meter 35 speed. All right, nice way to start our class off. 61.981 on the clock for Leicester. And Nicole Walker to set the pace in our meter 35 speed, brought to you by ESI. Here's Emeraldo for the next to show, the 8-year-old German Oldenburg. By Emerald, shows next with Cherry Knoll Farms entry, and Laura Kraut taking the field for her first time, our ESI meter 35. There's clear effort here for Laura Kraut, and 65.529 across the field for Emeraldo. Of course, Laura joining us here, part of the 2024 Olympic silver medal winning team. Also, all of our riders from that team joining us here at the Split Rock Jumping Tour in Santa Anita. Pleasure to have Laura and all of our riders joining us. And here's our next. So we welcome Canadian Braden James for the Stump Lake Ranch and Cattle Company. This is Good Crayak, the 11-year-old Irish sport horse. Nicole Walker set the pace at 61.981 in the meter 35 speed. Yeah, 61.813 on the clock. The lead will change hands as Braden James and Good Crack will take over the top spot. Beautiful ride around the arena, 61.813 to set the pace. This week's ESI 5-star event will have the offer the elevated hospitality and entertainment experiences, synonymous with First, including a boutique VIP pop-up experience presented by the H. Wood Group's Delilah. Here's the next show, 167, Okito Van Het Eichenhoff. Savannah Jenkins will have the ride, 167, with a time to beat of 61.813. Single rail down across the field, 4 faults to score for Savannah and Okito Van Het Eichenhoff, 65.28 with that single rail. Number 90 to score next, Diva de la Tour Vidal. The 11-year-old Cel Francais by Calvaro takes the field next. Cast high jumpers entry. Here's Lane Clark making their first appearance in Santa Anita. 3 clear out of our first 4, 61.813, time to beat. Well, good school around the arena here, just the time penalties, of which we'll catch 34. All right, 373 takes the field now. That's our number to score for Hercule de Tamerville. The 12-year-old Dutch Warmblood is an entry here owned and shown by Bonnie James. Total of 8 faults coming down that far line, 68.825 on the clock. Let's turn our attention now to the next coming on course as Kendall Banks will ride for Durango Farms Super 7. The 10-year-old Holsteiner on course next. Now single rail down here for Super 7, Kendall Banks, 61.263 with a score of 4. Here's 12-year-old Dutch Warmblood mare next to Show Herrera as Camila Rueda will ride for Eva Dare. It's a target time set by Grant Kryak and Braden James, 61.813, the fastest of our 3 clear. 57.723. The time was definitely there to take over the lead for Camila Rueda. And Herrera, unfortunately, a pair of rails along the way, a total of 8. Here's Lennox EZ taking the field now. The 9-year-old Zangerscheid bred horse is an entry of Deacon Hill LLC. Custis Ferguson will have the ride. Twelfth fault to be the total 65.363 around their field here for Lennox EZ. Samomo will be the next to work as we welcome the Canadian Samantha Bures, the owner and the rider next to show aboard the 8-year-old Holsteiner by Casaltino. Samomo, number 465 for our judges to score. There's clear effort, 65.644 on the clock, and into fourth for Samantha Bures and Samomo. Fault-free effort here in our ESI sponsored Equestrian Services International, the meter 35 speed. Here's Lestro van de Valkenborg, the next to work, just 8 years of age. This Dutch warm blood by Staccato Gold shows next for the 3 vintage equestrian, and Mark Finnerty has the ride. So here is that horse, Lestro van de Valkenborg, and Mark Finnerty next to show. 61.813, Braden James and Good Crayak still on top with the fastest of our four clear. For the score and no more here for Mark and Lestro van de Valkenborg, 67.297 with a single blemish on the field. We'll continue now with Serafina as Maggie Carring will ride the 3 Vintage Equestrians entry, the 8-year-old Hanoverian, Serafina. Still on top, 61.813 and 61.981, top 2 times. Well, he faults the score for Serafina, 72.351 around the arena here with 2 rails down. Bugas de Cavalry will be the next to go as Chandler Meadows makes their first appearance here in our national classes for the ESI. Meter 35 speed up next. Chandler trying to challenge Good Crayak and Braden James, 61.813 the time to beat. Pair of rails in total, 68.287 on the clock. Unfortunate 8 faults for Chandler and into 9th overall. Let's continue now with Golden Shigano Shop. The next to work, Monarch Farms entry. Here's Danielle Moro riding the 12-year-old Belgian sport horse. Eight for jumping. We're going to have to add some time penalties here as well at 88.627 for Golden Shigano Ja. Here's Coldplay showing next as we continue on with the 15-year-old Westphalian bred horse. Rising Star Equestrian sends forth this entry. Amanda Paul has a ride aboard Coldplay. For the score for Coldplay, 68.072 on the clock for Amanda Paul, single rail. Pythagoras Van Leeroff will be the next to work. The 9-year-old Belgian Warmblood is an entry of the Cross Creek Farms. Here joining us, professional rider Michelle Parker takes the field now. Well, there's a clear effort around the arena. A squared plus B squared equals into third place for Pythagoras, Vantalerov, and Michelle Parker with a fine clear effort, 63.741. Let's continue now with Dennis showing next. Jamie Saylor rides the Tiffany Sullivan entry, the 11-year-old Czech warm blood. Dennis on course now. 61.813 on the clock. That's the time to beat here for a rider that likes to go fast. Let's see if they can challenge that leading time set by Braden James. Three rail downs, unfortunately, for Jamie Saylor and Dennis. Total of 12 faults in 63.122. Broerman Vanten Lenhamel Z will be the next to work. The 10-year-old Zanger Scheid as Melody Liu will ride for Corsari Equestrian. Melody's the next rider to challenge your leader, Braden James, 61.813. We've seen 5 clear so far in our ESI sponsored meter 35 speed. Well, late falling rail fence number 10, our first jump here, 61.998 on the clock for Melody Liu, a single rail down. Should be BP Nikita showing now, the 7-year-old Irish sport horse, an entry of Trefoil Farm. Carmen Edwards will have the ride aboard BP Nikita. This is actually on course number 181 next to show. Guavendi S. and Zazu Hoffman. Fence 7 came down, a score of 4 faults here for Zazu Hoffman and Quivendi S. 64.074 is the next to show now. Will be Carmen Edwards and BP Nikita, our final entry before that midway drag. Five clear rounds, 61.813 still on top is Braden James and Good Kryak leading the way. All right, 64.462. That's a good clean ride for Carmen Edwards, and into fourth for BP Nikita. Takes over fourth here with about half the class remaining. We're going to take a little break in the action to bring in the water truck and drags. Right now, Braden James, Nicole Walker, Michelle Parker, and Carmen Edwards. Top four so far. 61.813 time to beat. Our ESI sponsored, meter 35 speed. Of course, ESI is Equestrian Services International, your one-stop shop for all your equestrian facility needs. Their team will work to develop your site as a whole, providing design, installation, and maintenance services for any type of riding surface. At ESI, we're committed to excellence. Let us help you make your equestrian site dreams a reality at ESI.
Equestrian Services International, your one-stop shop for all your equestrian needs. ESI is committed to quality and service as we plant, nurture and grow personal and long-term relationships with each client. Let ESI design, develop and construct all of your equestrian dreams.
First is proud to partner with the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Show Jumping Tour as part of the ongoing commitment to connect the world of equestrian sport and thoroughbred racing. We look forward to welcoming everyone to Santa Anita Park for an unforgettable event that will merge First's brand of entertainment and hospitality with some of the best competitors in the sport of show jumping. Already a podium finish this morning. Here we welcome Jamie Taylor, our first back after the drag. She's aboard Madison Weiner's entry. This is Care Connect PS. 7-year-old German warm blood joining us on course now with a time to beat through the first half, set by Braden James of 61.813 with good Kryak. Well, a pair of rails down here, including a late falling rail, 70.146 for Care Connect PS, and Jamie Taylor, total of 8 faults. Down on the far ring, here's number 210. This is Cuesta van de Heffink next to show. Caitlin Campbell has arrived from Mirasol Equestrian aboard the 8-year-old Belgian warm blood by Cabriozzi. For the score and no more for Caitlin Campbell and Cuesta van de Heffink, 63.187 around the arena. Single blemish here, moving just out of our top 8 into 9th overall. Let's continue now. Welcome Lane Clark back to the show ring. He's aboard the K&L Phillips entry, Montreal GBL. Just 7 years of age, this Dutch warm blood by Toulon shows next with Lane Clark. There's clear effort in our ESI meter 35 speed class, 75.282 on the clock, and into 7th overall for Lane Clark. And Montreal GBL, fault-free. Around the arena here for Lane. Very nice ride. 7th so far. Let's go with 131, the number assigned to the horse Baco. 13 years of age, Issel Francais is an entry of the C&M partnership as Caroline Lynn joins us on the field for her first attempt. 61.813 time to beat, still on top, Braden James and Good Kryek. Eight faults total, 68.728 on the clock for Baco and Caroline Lynn. Here's La Lorette, the next to continue as Angel Quiroli, the owner and the rider of La Lorette, the 8-year-old Dutch Warm Blood by Eldorado van de Zelshoek. We've seen 7 clear rounds so far in our speed class, brought to you by ESI, Equestrian Services International. Braden James still leading, 61.813, time to beat. .527, a few too many rails for top placing here, though, for La Dorette. Here's number 300 next to work. This is Conquistador PR. Carl Cook makes his first appearance here, joining us after joining the silver medal team at the Olympics in Paris earlier this year. He rides the Pomponia Ranch entry, the 8-year-old Belgian Warm Blood, Conquistador PR. For faults to score in 70.349 around the arena as we'll go from one Olympic rider to the next. As we welcome Ashley Bond, who showed for Israel in international competition and the last couple Olympics, with her young 11-year-old Cordetto 3 on course next. A single rail down here, 62.689 for the California native Ashley Bond and Cordetto 3. Here's Amber 119 as Alexandra Acevedo ride Amaya Vargas' entry, the 13-year-old Holsteiner. Amber 119 next to work. For faults to score in 72.794 around the arena here. A little off the pace for a top finish so far. Of course, just 7 clear. Looking to go clear and break into those top placings. Let's welcome Australian rider Harley Brown to the show ring. He's aboard Sophia Siegel's entry, Immer Fortuna, the 11-year-old Dutch warm blood by Berlin. A time to beat of 61.813. Here's Immer Fortuna next to work, and Harley Brown taking the field. Couple late falling rails at 8A and 9, 59.113. The time was definitely there to take over the top spot. Unfortunately for Immer Fortuna, a pair of rails and 8 total faults. Here's the Billabong de Roumois. The next to work, Harry Charles, the owner and the rider, joining us here. The number 1 ranked U25 rider in the world today, joining us in Santa Anita. Let's go here. Moving up, number 235 will be next. This is Maggie Caring and Donna 1 on course. Correct number 235. An early rail down here, jumped around nicely after that, 67.368, but 4 the score for Maggie Caring and Donna 1, just out of our top 12. Here's Mark Finnerty, the next to show. Mark is joining us here. Award number 239, Silas Diaz, the 9-year-old Zangerscheid, for the 3 Vintage Equestrian. For the score and no more for Mark and Silas Diaz, 68.002 on the clock. Down to about 6 to go now before pinning our ESI meter 35 speed. Here's the bell sounding now for the first of our 6 remaining here in our competition. Fine Chardonnay PS. The Paul Shockamole bred horse, as Daniel Anisette will be the rider here joining us. So the owner and the rider of Fine Chardonnay.
Equestrian Services International, your one-stop shop for all your equestrian needs. ESI is committed to quality and service as we plant, nurture and grow personal and long-term relationships with each client. Let ESI design, develop and construct all of your equestrian dreams.
Fourth combination, 67.005 around the arena here for Fine Chardonnay and Daniel Anisette. Here's George ZG, the next to show, the 13-year-old Dutch warm bud by Clinton. Here, Andrew Lopez will be the owner and the rider of George ZG. Next to challenge, your leading time of 61.813. Pair with late falling rails here for George ZG and Andrew Lopez, 63.156. A good time. Unfortunately, 2 rails down. Here's Texas next to show. This Swedish warm blood is an entry of Justine Cha. Here's Kendall Wallen next to show with Texas here in Arcadia. First of 4 challengers remaining to Braden James and Good Kryak still leading, 61.813, time to beat. Well, 3 rails down, 12 faults, a total 67.971 for Texas. Here's Konova next to show as the 9-year-old Swedish warm blood will be the next here to work. Entry of the Sweet Oak Farm. This is Caitlin Campbell with the ride aboard Konova. First of 3 challengers remaining before pinning our top 8 in the ESI meter 35 speed. Well, there's one clean, fast, and now into the lead for Caitlin Campbell and Konova, 60.251. What a beautiful ride around the ESI speed course and taking the lead with just 2 challengers remaining. A new time to beat of 60.251 for Caitlin Campbell. Mira F., the next to challenge the 12-year-old Belgian warm blood. Monarch Farm sends forth Danielle Morrow with the ride aboard Mira F. For the score in 68.014 across the field, 1 rail down for Mira F. and Danielle Morrow. 1 challenger remaining. Number 355 is our final entry to go. This is Christian. Jamie Saylor riding for Debbie Friedrich aboard the 12-year-old Oldenburg by Chaco's Son. A single rail down early here for Christian and Jamie Saylor, 61.507 on the clock here, and that's going to wrap up our class. Caitlin Campbell's going to be our winner with Canova. One of our later entries in the field, Braden James, Nicole Walker, Michelle Parker, Carmen Edwards, Laura Kraut, Samantha Beers, and Lane Clark rounding out our top 8, and we'll be back with the award presentation in our ESI meter 35 speed in just a few moments. Equestrian Services International is your one-stop shop for all your equestrian facility needs. Our team will work to develop your site as a whole, providing design, installation, and maintenance services for any type of riding surface. At ESI, we're committed to excellence. Let us help you make your equestrian site dreams a reality. From ESI. Coming up this afternoon, we've got the $10,000 meter 40 speed class, followed by this evening's $35,000 C. Jarvis Insurance 5-star meter 45 two-phase special. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back the top finishers for our $1,500 ESI footing meter 35 speed. Accompanying our show manager, Derek Braun, is our ESI representative, Garrett Raflowitz. Lining up our fourth place award winner, and congratulations to Pythagoras Vantleroff, Michelle Parker, the owner and the rider. A third place award to Nicole Walker, owning and showing Leicester. Your reserve champion going out to Braden James for the Stump Lake Ranch and Cattle Company aboard Good Kryak. And your winner with a time of 60.251 for the Sweet Oak Farm, Caitlin Campbell and Konova. We'll ask our top three riders to dismount and join us on the podium as congratulations going out from Garrett Raflowitz from ESI. Of course, our show manager, Derek Braun. Joining us on the podium, your third place award winner, Nicole Walker. Second place reserve champion, Braden James. And your winner with Konova, Caitlin Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please rise. And gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor our winner this afternoon, Caitlin Campbell, with the playing of the American National Anthem. Congratulations going out once again to your competition winner, Caitlin Campbell. We'll ask those top three riders to remount for the victory ride in our $1,500 ESI footing meter 35 speed. Thanking Gary Raflowitz from ESI for joining us for the award presentation. One more request from our champion now that we're all mounted up. If you would, let's lead the way in the victory ride for Caitlin Campbell and Konova. Caitlin Campbell, your champion. Braden James in Good Kryak finishing second. Nicole Walker and Leicester in third. And Michelle Parker rounding out the top four with Pythagoras Vantleroff. As they come down the VIP, congratulations once again to Caitlin Campbell and Konova, your winner in a time of 60.251, and one more lap for your winner, Caitlin Campbell. And don't forget that Fist Pump Award, sponsored by Morningstar Sport Horses, presented at the end of the week. The winner receives $500 for the best fist pump in the victory ride. Congratulations to Caitlin Campbell and Konova. Our course designing team is going to go to work here adjusting our fences now for our third of the 4 classes for competition day number 1. Coming up next at 3:30, the $10,000 meter 40 speed with 43 horse and rider combinations. We'll be back with more show jumping action in just a few minutes.